Hi everyone. My name is Ashik MS. I'm working as a software professional around from 7 years. I work as a Java backend developer. So in this video, I will speak about the basic coding problems which the experienced Java developers may face during the interviews, and I will explain you the couple of programs which is very easy and how we can tackle it down during the interview time. Okay, so let's continue the coding part. The first thing is the main drawback for the developers is that we are using the IDEs such as Spring Boot toolsets or STS or Eclipse or whatever it is, IntelliJ. Okay, so during the interview, what will happen since we are using with these IDEs, but during the interview, there is no IDEs which will generate the auto suggestion things, right? Normally, for example, let's say if there is a string we are declaring str, if we press that str dot, that will auto suggest the few of the methods which that string object can support us. So that is the main drawback for us during the interview time. So it is better to use Java Online Compiler, so where we can do the raw coding, where we have to remember everything from scratch. Okay, so the first program which I'm going to write is the one of the famous program. Okay, the famous program is that let's say the interviewer asked us to check the frequency of characters that is present in a string, and this is the most commonly asked Java coding question for the experienced people. Okay, here the interviewer tries to understand your core concept of oops as well as the collection. So for that there are many ways to find the frequency, but one of the best and famous way of finding the frequency of character in a string I'm going to explain you. Okay, so let's declare one of the string here. Okay, let's say string str equals to, let's say it is programming, programming, programming. So this is the first step. So here we are declaring the string variable that is programming. The next step is, see, the frequency means we have to count the numbers of, let's say here if you see the r is repeated 2 times, so we have to, the output, expected output is, so if it is reading r, then it should show it is repeated 2 times. If it is g, it is 2 times, m, it is 2 times. So what feature we can use from the collection to get the result in this fashion? Yes, that is nothing but a map. We can use map collection framework. So here we need to understand that first one is the characters, right? String is nothing but it is a series of characters or array of characters. So we need to pass this character, then it should be an integer, integer, integer. So here C should be cap, CHRACTR, character and integer, character and integer, then declare as map. So here we need to create an object, so new. So we are going with a hash map. Okay, so hash map. So there is no need to declare the generics after the Java 8 feature. See, that is the one advantage. Okay, so here we are having this one, right? So next step what we are doing is we need to iterate over this one, right? We have to count the number of characters which is present in the string. So for that I'm going to for each loop where I am declaring the character ch which is present here, then str dot to char array. So this is the method which is present in a string class, right? So this has to be remembered. Okay, you have to remember this one during the interview time, because no IDEs they are giving to get these values. So once you practice through this online Java compiler, so you will use to it and you will remember the method name. Okay, that's the main issue, how we are declaring and what we are declaring, and everything has to be given by IDs during our working or whenever we are doing the coding with the IDEs. So it is better to practice with the online compilers, so that will increase uh, our coding skill and we can understand how it is actually works. So okay, now the for each loop is declared. So in the next step, what I'm going to do, I'm just putting, since we declared the map in the line number 7, I'm going to put, right, map dot put method, where I am putting this string, this character here, character comma, since we are having this one, right, so I am going to put, this is the key, this will represent the key, I need the value. So now what I will do, since the map is having this one, right, so map dot get or default. Okay, so get or default, for default, this is the method which is present in a map. So interview may ask why this method is written here. That method will gives us the value which is present in the map. If there is no value, then it will gives us the default value. Let's say here I am declaring that character, we have to pass the key and value here. So I will declare that character value as 0 if it is, and increment by 1, since we are counting here at the for each loop. So the default value will be 0. Since there is no key, there is no value, then it will return the default value as 0. So the main purpose of this one is this will reduce the null pointer exceptions. Okay, so that's why we are using get or default method to get the key value, whatever the values is present for the value parameters. Okay, so this is done. Now here in this loop, in from 9 to 10, 9 to 11, you can see we iterated over the for each loop, and we are counting the numbers of characters which is present in the string. Here the character, here the number of character which is present in the string. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to go for one more for each loop. Here what we have to do, map dot entry. Okay, this is the map features. If you understand the collections well and a map, you guys will come to know that one. Okay, what is that map dot entry? Map dot entry is used to store the key value characters. Okay, so I'm having this one here, character and integer. So I am placing the same thing, character and integer. Now let's say it is called as an entry. Now one more for loop. Oh, now we have to run the for each loop for the map which we got this map, right? This is the new values where it is stored all the characters and numbers of characters key. Here it will be, let's say here currently what it is showing is p, its key is the key value and its value is 1. So map dot, we are having a one more method here, get dot map dot entry set, entry entry set. This method will gives the all the values. Okay, so one more loop here. So here what we can check, we are putting one condition, if this entry dot get the value is greater than 1, right, greater than 1 or greater, here this is the main loop. Okay, this is the conditions in the line number 14, where we can the interviewer may ask to check the first non-repeated number, first non-repeated character, or the frequency of a characters, or the last character which is not repeated. Those kind of questions can be handled by this logic. First of all, we will check the repeated characters which is present in this string. Okay, so greater than 1. So this is the condition I am putting. Now I am going for the next step. Here what we are doing, we are just printing it, systim system.out.println. Okay, since if you guys are using IDE, literally I'm telling you, the system.out.println also we can't write. Okay, so practice it with the online compilers. That will increase your coding skill, as well as as well as that will give you some confidence once the interview asks about the coding. Okay, so here entry dot get key. So what it will do, it will print the numbers, the repeated characters in the string. Okay, just observe carefully, it is now printing the repeated characters in the string. It won't print the non-repeated characters as an output. Yeah, and yeah, the one thing which we can observe here is, see here we are not doing any import as well, right? So it is better to import java.util. Remember this, java.util.star. Okay, so you have to import, always remember this import class, okay, because most of all the collections and everything is present in java util class. Okay, so it is better to, and it is better to remember the line number 3, the import. So that will take care of all this map, this entry, whatever the collections we are using, right? That is taken care by this java.util. Okay, so remember this import one, this is the import package. So because most of all the stuffs which we are writing, right, in the coding during that, those things are present in the same package. So java.util is the best one, best package you have to remember. Okay, let me run this code and let's see whether we get any error or it will print the output successfully. Yeah, see here, only the repeated characters got printed. For example, R is repeated, so it is printing. G is repeated, it is printing. M is repeated, it is printing. Okay, now interviewer may ask you to, he wants the frequency as well. So it is not a big deal. Everything is done. This is the main logic. Now you have to just adjust the thing here. Okay, so here what you have to do, here you just print the, since you are having the key, the thing which is the interviewer is asking present in the value itself. So it is very easy, just print the value. Okay, so here just press plus. Now entry dot get value, this method will give the frequency. Okay, so get key, get value, so it's done. Let me run this code. I'm running it. So yeah, this is the expected thing. Okay, so you may increase the count for the m, it will get 4 now. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is very easy, and this is the most asked java coding question in the interviews. Okay, and one more thing, the interviewer may ask you, he want first non-repeated characters, right? First non-repeated character in the string. So during that time you have to just change the condition here, double equals to 1, that is the first loop which is running. Then you have to add the break at the end, because it not iterate over all the characters, it should not print. So he is asking 1, and once he is asking about the insertion order, right, then instead of hash map, it is better to use linked hash map. Okay, this linked hash map follows the insertion order, so we will obviously get a p as a result. That's the thing. Okay, this is how it works, and this is simple. And let's say the programmer is asking, he want the last character which is non-repeated. Okay, in this case it is a n, so it is simple. Okay, so since we are having everything, the condition is last character, we have to use our logic here. First of all, we have to first, before passing this character, string character, we just reverse it. Since we are having the linked hash map, it will follow the insert order, and that interviewer is asking first non-repeated character in the last of the string, so it is better here. So here repeat equals to, otherwise let's say this one I will change it as value, so I will make it as str, otherwise I need to make multiple place changes. So here the thing is, we are having a string buffer, we need to pass that value, right? So here we are passing that value dot reverse. This is the method which we are having inside the string buffer in order to reverse the string. Then here we have to write toString, right? Because the string buffer is different and string is different, you know, string is immutable, string buffer is not immutable. Okay, so it is better to convert it to string, and that's it. let me run the code. The expected output is n, because this is the character which is not repeated from the end, not from the beginning. Okay, so run it. Expected result is 1 and it is printing frequency as 1. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is the one simple program. The interviewer is asking for the experienced Java developers. So these are all the tricks. If you know the basic logic, you can play with the line number 16, because based on the interviewer is asking whether he wants the first character, last character, whatever it is, we can play with it. You can play with it. Okay, so please do like and subscribe for more videos about the coding. Okay, so thank you. Bye.